I'm telling you, you're not gonna find too many buffets like this. Not just in New Orleans, but in anywhere in the US. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Steve from Rockstar Eater coming to you with another rockin' episode. And I am out here in New Orleans in the French Quarter, and it is a stormy day today. But that is not gonna stop me from another food adventure. In fact, this restaurant is only around the corner from the hotel I'm staying at. So today I'm gonna be eating at the Court of Two Sisters. This is one of the most legendary restaurants you can find in the French Quarter, and they are known for their jazz brunch buffet that runs from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., $36, 80 foods, all you can eat. So if you guys want to see the only Cajun Creole buffet that you can find in the French Quarter, then this is the video. You must stick all the way to the end of, because I'm going to show you all the selections here at one of the hottest buffet destinations in New Orleans. And also, if you're new to this channel, take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button, as well as the notification bell, because I post these food and travel videos weekly you don't want to miss out on. So go ahead, do that right now. And in the meantime, I'm going to be heading into this restaurant to get my brunch buffet. And they do also run into lunch as well. So I'm going to be checking out those selections. Just by looking at this restaurant, you know it is a pretty old vintage spot. And they do serve this jazz brunch buffet during the day, but it's not entirely a buffet restaurant, because at night, starting from 5:30, they have a pretty awesome a la carte dinner menu. They have a full cocktail bar. They have a lot of events here, like weddings, special occasions. They even have the courtyard seating, which is a big attraction, but since it's rainy today, it's closed. But it's okay. I mean, I'm just here to concentrate on the food anyways, right? So I guess all of this is the salad bar, and it's a good thing they do label everything so you know exactly what you're eating. Crawfish pasta. All right, never had this before. Made with domestic crawfish. And down there is more crawfish pasta, looks like. That one is the curry chicken with pecans. Oh, that sounds great actually. And this one is the pepper jack cheese, and we got curry chicken with pecans. Very nice. And that one is the chicken salad, and we got some mild cheddar along with some more chicken salad with almonds. Then down here we got tuna salad. I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of this, but if you guys are, knock yourself out. Along with some Swiss cheese and more tuna salad and potato salad, which I think is this one right here. Yes. And then we also got some black olives. Kind of hard to see, but they're there. So I guess that's the salad itself. We got some mixed greens, and you need your salad dressing, French dressing, as well as ranch dressing. Yes, I recognize those. Moving along to the right, marinated beet salad and some shredded cheese, along with pepperoncini. Then down here, got some tomatoes, like cherry tomatoes, I believe. Cucumbers, sliced cucumbers. That is mushroom. Down here, oh, that looks pretty good. Tomato and mozzarella, nice. And this is called the 3-bean salad. It's vegan, yeah, so they got some vegan accommodations. I just noticed that on this other side, we got 2 more salad dressings, more options. This is the balsamic vinaigrette. I like that. As well as some blue cheese dressing. This is cornbread, so it does have gluten in it, just letting you know. As well as some French bread, which also has gluten in it. See, this is where you're gonna get your money's worth. Look at the pile of boiled shrimp. And that is the cocktail sauce right there. And of course you have to have your fruits as well, right? Pineapples look very refreshing. And that right there is some cantaloupes. And that is grape jelly. Oh, I don't know if I've had that before. That looks pretty awesome. And strawberries, along with grapes and sour cream. Wow, that is so interesting. Okay, that one looks appetizing. The mixed berry yogurt. So at the carving station, at least for now, they got your ham. This is always good for breakfast, right? You eat it with some eggs, along with your ham glaze. Pour this right over your ham. Ooh, and this is turtle soup. I heard a lot about this one in New Orleans. Never had a turtle soup before of any kind. Never had turtle, so yes, today will be my first time. That is some rice, like basic white rice, along with chicken and andouille gumbo. And then we got some red beans, which I think would go good over the rice. And some scrambled eggs, looks very nice, huh? And some grits. You see, this is very Louisiana. I'm telling you, it's awesome. And then we got some glazed. It's like chicken, right?
Veal.
Veal. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is veal. Yeah. And also some cream spinach, along with this corn, garlic potatoes, and glazed sweet potatoes. This is so awesome. I'm seeing so many things I've not seen in buffets back in Los Angeles. We got some vegetable quiche. Got to get your veggies, a lot of it, right? As well as some of that Cajun jambalaya. Very good, yes. And then we got some hash browns right there. And this one is the andouille sausage and bacon kind of mixed in. Well, actually, no, the sausage is right there, the bacon's right down there. Bread pudding, and this is a very New Orleans thing, so I'm gonna try that. And this is your banana foster. Goes really good over the bread pudding or the ice cream. Looks like we're gonna go with round one, as usual. This is one of the first things that caught my eye, the curry chicken. I'm gonna try it. So I guess you pick it up using these silverware that's much like the ones you use at your table. The menu is going to change up a little bit once about 11 to 11:30 rolls around, so I'm going to stick around to try that and to show you guys what they have up there for lunch, because it's pretty nice and there's no time limit to eat at this buffet. So if you come here and you want to stay here all day, then power to you. Wow, that tastes just like an Indian curry, but sweeter. I didn't expect that sweet flavor. I mean, if you go to Trinidad, Tobago, they have a chicken curry that tastes kind of like this as well, but not as sweet. I think me personally, I really like it more on the savory side, but it's an interesting take on the curry. So if you want to try a new kind of a curry, they got it here at this Cajun Creole buffet. Cherry tomatoes are always refreshing. And I think the pairing with mozzarella cheese, always pretty perfect. And this cheese it has like a bite to it. It's pretty hard, so it's not like the melt in your mouth type of cheese. I didn't even know this was mozzarella cheese. When you look at it, it kind of looks like a piece of cooked garlic or something. But it's cheese, I assure you. And if you guys hear that music in the background, it's not a soundtrack. They have a live band here at this restaurant. During this jazz brunch buffet, you get some nice ambiance, some nice food, and some good music. It tastes just like a cornbread. I think it's probably a little bit on the dry side, but still it's pretty tasty because I don't eat cornbread that often, so I'll eat it like everywhere I go. Usually when you go to all-you-can-eat buffets, I know you're supposed to concentrate on things that are super expensive to get your money's worth. But a lot of these things I've never tried before, even in a salad bar, so I'm gonna open it up a little bit today. This is one of the most popular soups you can find in New Orleans, is the turtle soup. Wow, that has a pretty strong flavor. I mean, I don't know what they put inside of this. It's definitely some spices that's very reminiscent of what I've had in Caribbean and African cuisines, but it's like when you drink it, it really punches you in the tongue. The turtle itself, the meat, tastes very similar to chicken. Exactly like chicken. All right, well, I didn't think it was going to be that bad because a lot of people I know had turtle before, whether it was in a soup or in some other dish, and they always told me it tastes really good. Bacon and ham, definitely recognizable, but I want to see what it tastes like here at this restaurant. Ham is pretty thick. So that glaze over it kind of has like an apple flavor. Very fruity. I think it works. Eggs are solid. I mean, it's nothing groundbreaking. I've had eggs like this in so many different kinds of restaurants. But hey, if you guys like your eggs, gotta get your eggs. Red beans is a very characteristic food of New Orleans. I decided to put it over rice because that's how you're supposed to eat it, right? Red beans over rice. That definitely tastes like a southern dish. I've had variations of the red beans over rice before in other restaurants, but never in New Orleans. How exciting! I think this is the only all-you-can-eat buffet in New Orleans that has Cajun Creole food all-you-can-eat. Haven't heard of any others. I mean, there are like a few other kinds of buffets around New Orleans, but at least for here in French Quarter, this is the only all-you-can-eat Cajun Creole buffet you're gonna find. I don't know if there's any other buffets in the French Quarter, actually. Now on to more of the foods in the hot food section. That's where all the money's at. I really loaded up on a lot of the vegetable hot foods on this plate. Almost looks like something out of an Indian restaurant. You know, when you go to the buffets and you get all the veggies, which are very good. I could probably make a buffet just out of these items. That cream spinach, when you eat it, you feel like you are in a steakhouse now. I mean, it tastes just like a typical cream spinach. A little bit on the bitter side, but still pretty enjoyable. That corn is pretty good too. It's like their version of cream corn. I'm telling you, all we need is just the steak or the prime rib or something, and this thing is complete. By the way, I am going to check out those lunch items in a bit because they're bringing them out very shortly. So stay tuned. Wow, those sweet potatoes with the pecans, one of the best things up there. Maybe I'm just into sweet potatoes and things that are nutty, but you can't go wrong with mashed potatoes too, right? Very garlicky. I still think I like the sweet potato ones better, but garlic mashed potatoes, it's so savory. It works with any meal. Like you put proteins on it, chicken, beef, whatever. Good combination. Vegetable quiche is something I have not had in a long time. I think that's what quiche pretty much is eggs with the veggies that's been baked, I think, almost like a pie. Kind of reminds me of eating an omelet, like an omelet cake or something. And this is the first time I am trying gumbo of any kind in New Orleans or Louisiana. Wow, that gumbo is so soupy. I don't think I've had gumbo like this before. And the spices aren't even that terribly strong. I think I prefer this one over the turtle soup just because I like my flavors not as spice driven or intense. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are some spices in here, but I feel that it has more of like a pleasant taste on your mouth. So if you guys like all you can eat gumbo, yeah, this is your spot right here. So it looks like they just brought out the ribeye roast. This is undoubtedly the biggest attraction you can find at this buffet. Yes, let's do it. Awesome. No more ham glaze. We got the au jus. Yes, au jus. And then we got to have your condiments. Like we got sour cream, horseradish sour cream mix, and the horseradish. So this is one of the new items they brought out. These are glazed ribs. Yeah, definitely a lunch item. Ooh, look, they even got duck here too. Duck a la orange or orange. Orange duck. And we also got some shrimp étouffée, classic Cajun. I'm loving it. Shrimp pasta, also another popular Cajun food. They got it here. And fried catfish. That looks pretty epic. I'm gonna get that. I am already getting kind of full. So right when I get to all the good lunch items, it's like probably gonna end with round number one. That's okay, at least let me taste a little bit of it before I get out of here, right? Okay, tastes just like a prime rib. It actually tastes quite nice. It tastes better than even some of the prime rib I've had in buffets back home, back in Southern California. I mean, it's not like eating at a fine dining steakhouse, but it is pretty good. So if you're paying $36, you definitely should focus on stuff like this. I think this is the first time I've had duck made like this in a buffet. Orange flavored. I mean, I'm not surprised. That's exactly what it was advertised as. Now, duck is not something that I usually get when I go to buffets, but I really wanted to try this flavor. That's very interesting too. I mean, not mind-blowing, but definitely not bad. I think that orange citrusy flavor adds quite a nice touch to this dish, which I heard is actually a popular dish. And we got some of these pork ribs too. Yes, how could you go wrong with this? Wow, not bad. It's so tender. It kind of has a sweet barbecue glaze over it, which always works with ribs like this. I know people who would come to restaurants like these just to really load up on barbecue ribs. Oh, it's good though. Like I said, it's super. You see? Breaks off just like that. Maybe I should have saved my stomach so I could have eaten more of this actually. This section is attached to the shrimp cocktail and the fruit. So I guess this is kind of like the dessert section. We got your ice cream in there. And you see, it's hard to see, but it's kind of melted. All right. So be sure to scoop all the way in the bottom to get it solidified. And then we also got some chocolate syrup. You just push that in order to dispense it, along with some whipped cream. And those are some brownies with pecan, and it is gluten. And then down here, we have some beautiful looking coconut layer cake. Got a lot of that here. Oh yeah. Along with some Oreo cookie cake. That is something I like to eat. Oreos, shakes, cakes, you name it. And lemon cake. Yeah, for sure I'm gonna try that one. And then pecan pie. Just like with any other buffet, so many choices. I wish I could eat it all. I really wish I could, but that's just life. So you just gotta pick wisely. That's a good combination. So with the ice cream, they suggest that you put that banana over it, and then it's gonna be like, wow. It really is, yeah. So if you like that kind of like a banana flavored vanilla ice cream, you should totally put it over it. Pecan pie, it's always one of my favorites. I love it. I love pecans. I love this one. I am so curious to see what this lemon pie tastes like. Lemony, just like I predicted. I haven't had a lemon pie in a long time, so I'm enjoying it. Once again, $36, not the cheapest buffet around, but also not the most expensive. I can tell you, one of the most unique buffets you're gonna find. It's here in the French Quarter, Court of Two Sisters, where you're gonna get all you can eat Cajun Creole food, a buffet like no other. And hopefully when you come, it's not gonna be so rainy so that you can actually sit outside in this beautiful courtyard, which is what everybody does, just except for today. Anyways, gonna finish up here, and then I'm gonna be moving on to my next spot for dinner. I'll see you all on the next food adventure.